everyone. Welcome to the Hometown High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Randall Holzmeyer with you tonight in place of Lee Riley, sending our best, taking care of his wife tonight. And of course, joined by Gary Littell. We're coming to you from Kenton Ridge High School, where the Shawnee Braves are going to be taking on the Kenton Ridge Cougars.
Well, the Braves tonight enter play under head coach Chris McGuire with an overall record of 9-10, and they're 3-5 in the Central Buckeye Conference Kenton Trail Division. That's good enough for fourth place.
Now the Braves are only scoring 44 points a game, so they're going to have to be sharp on defense. But I don't want you to forget that they put a whipping on these Kenton Ridge Cougars just a few weeks ago at their home gym. Okay, so Gary, let's talk about who the keys to the game, please. Brought to you by Dave Kale Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg.
Well, first off, the Braves have to hold on to the ball, look for the best shot they can possibly find, and a real must tonight is to keep turnovers at a season low and make them beat you from the outside. Now, the player to watch tonight is a real exciting player, and if he's on, look out. That's Drew Mitch. He's averaging just over 10 points a game and is third in the league with field goal percentage, and he's hitting just under 59%.
So now for the Kenton Ridge Cougars, they're under the direction of head coach Chris Spriggs, also the athletic director, pulling the double duty these days. Now they are 13-8 overall, 5-4, which is good enough for third place in the Kenton Trail Division of the Central Buckeye Conference.
The Cougars need to cut down on turnovers, and as you get closer to the tournament, that's just key. And the last time these two teams met, the Cougars turned the ball over 16 times, leading to their loss.
Okay, now the Cougars have to keep the ball inside for high percentage shots. The keys for the Cougars tonight, again, brought to you by Dave Kale Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg.
They got to have a good start to finish, and just stay running and shooting and playing good basketball. They got to hit better from the outside, and the last time they were only hitting 8%. They got to play strong defense and keep the Braves down on offense.
And how about the player to watch for these Kenton Ridge Cougars?
Well, that's junior Tyler Eberhardt, who leads the Cougars in scoring, and he's tied for first in scoring in the CBC, averaging almost 20 points a game, 19.6, and he's fifth in the league in rebounding.
And if you need to know anything about Tyler Eberhardt, just watch any of our promos or our open, because he's that big, tall guy who dunks it right in your face. Okay, so folks, what do you say? Let's take a look at our poll. Now, this is our online poll. We do this on social media. Goes up to Facebook. Every week we ask you, who do you think is going to win the game? We find a lot of times that the crowd knows better than we do. Sometimes we put a prediction out there and the crowd does better. Gary, how did it come out this week?
Well, look at that. 79% for the Kenton Ridge Cougars and only 21% for the Shawnee Braves. Of course, we are at Kenton Ridge right now, and we'll see how this turns out. It should be a good one.
Okay, so folks, what do you say? Let's come right back with high school basketball action on the local TV for Me network. Once again, Kenton Ridge Cougars taking on the Shawnee Braves, brought to you by Jim Twiggs Allstate on the local TV for Me television network.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Call me, Jim Twiggs, at 390-3330, located at 2985 Durr Road in the Kroger Shopping Center.
A lot has changed in 80 years. Where we live, the cars we drive, and even how we do our banking. But at the IH Credit Union, some things will never change, like our commitment to helping our members build better lives. The IH Credit Union will always be member-owned and will always step up and do what's right for our members and our community. Stop in today and check out what has changed, as well as what will never change at the IH Credit Union. Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons has a 30-year history of serving the ophthalmic needs of the Miami Valley. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons specialize in meeting the medical and surgical eye care needs of the entire family. Dr. Larry Fish, Dr. Gary Lau, and Dr. Scott Stork are committed to providing our patients the best medical care with a personal touch. Schedule your appointment today in Springfield, Urbana, London, or Beaver Creek, because seeing is believing.
I'm Nick Jacobson, and I'm a senior in the Electrical Trades program at the Springfield-Clark CTC. Currently in my class, we are being taught motor controls and three-phase commercial power. My goal is to further my education through an apprenticeship and become a power distribution lineman, and all I had to do was commit. Career opportunities making meaningful impact today. For more information, visit www.scttc.org.
At Dave Kell Chevrolet and Chevrolet Trucks, we are proud that customers keep coming back to purchase vehicles. Now we have a brand new showroom that will help us serve our customers better.
We give every customer specialized attention to find the right vehicle at the right price, and we have a wide variety of new and used vehicles to choose from.
Visit us at Dave Kell Chevrolet and experience no-nonsense car shopping.
The best place to purchase a new or used vehicle is at Dave Kell Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg, Ohio.
Although the world is ever changing, the basic rhythms of life remain the same. One being people's passion to build families, communities, houses, businesses. But turning passion into reality is often challenging. For all of life's moments, count on Security National Bank.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it's Friday night, it's high school basketball, and if it's the game of the week, it's on the local TV for me television network. Randall Holzmeyer coming to you with Gary Littell right here from Kenton Ridge High School. Gary, what do you think? Is it time for the starters?
Yeah, it's going to be time for the starters here, but I'll tell you what, this is the last regular season game. Shawnee has to play tomorrow, and they're going clear over to Indiana to the Hoosier Gym to play. They're loading up all the buses with the cheerleaders, taking a bunch of buses and going out there. So here we go with the lineup, starting with the Kenton Ridge Cougars is what they're going with first. Coming out there for Kenton Ridge is Ty Avery, Chris Lyle, and these guys are the four seniors is what they're doing. Avery's out there. Chris Lyle is a senior. And number 14 is Brandon Knapp. And 44, Brandon Collins. Those are the seniors. At first I thought they were doing the starting lineup, but now here are the starters coming your way from the Shawnee Braves under our friend and head coach Chris McGuire. Starting up is number 5, Isaac Seaman. He's a junior, 6'3" guard. Austin Lanham is number 12. He is a senior. He's a 6-footer, and he too is a guard. And Drew Mitch. Now this is the guy we had on the opening of the show tonight. Keep an eye on him. Drew Mitch, number 20, sophomore, 6'1" forward. And DJ Hayden, he is another guy to watch tonight. If he's on, if he's hot, look out. 21, he's a senior, 6'2" forward. And then rounding it out, number 22 is Patrick Fultz, and he's only a freshman.
You know, the Shawnee Braves, you said it, is exactly right. 22, Hayden. If he's going, it's a great team. If not, it may be a long night for the Braves.
It was cold last time we saw them play, but under head coach Chris Spriggs and athletic director here at Kenton Ridge High School in Springfield, Ohio, coming out is number 4, Ty Avery. He's a senior forward. Chris Lyle is wearing number 10, and he is a guard. Calvin Dybert, who is our cover for the football season, a great wide receiver and playing some pretty good basketball. Calvin Dybert, a junior guard. Tyler Eberhardt, the big guy that you see on our opens every Friday night, and also a player to watch. Number 24, and he's a junior forward. And rounding it out, Colin Perkins on your screen there. He is a junior, and he is their center, and we are set for Friday night basketball.
You know, Gary, I went over to Tecumseh to watch the basketball game and get some footage, and Tyler Eberhardt stole the ball literally the minute I turned the camera on, walked out, dunked it right in front of me. He looked at me and smiled. It was awesome. So what do you say, Gary? Let's take a quick look at the officials before we get started.
Well, the officials tonight, so referee Kyle McCullough, umpire is Mark Solomon, and our other umpire is Keith Smith, and the student body's ready to roll. We're getting ready to play, and tip-off is right now.
Hayden and Eberhardt in the tip. Who would be surprised?
Yeah, Divert's going to get the ball, and he's going to be kind of leading on the outside tonight. It's the first time we've seen them play.
And just like that, Kenton Ridge out to a 2-0 lead. Chris Lyle down on the baseline.
Double team in that corner, kind of a trap play. And we'll see pretty quickly within this quarter if Shawnee's shooting's on or not.
And Kenton Ridge, of course, comes out in the typical man defense. I've seen them in a zone this year, but this matchup should really favor them being in a man throughout the rest of the ball game.
Well, they got the height, too, underneath that basket, and they can swat a lot of balls down coming from nearby inside.
So Shawnee's running a bit of an under here. They're running their cutters right underneath the basket, like that, right there.
That was blocked by Eberhardt.
But a nice take. I really like the opportunity that he created there. Could have been a foul. Maybe we'll see if that call will come later in the game.
Yeah, and not swinging those elbows either.
Exactly. And did just what you always say, Gary. Don't put the ball on the floor. He found space. He made his way to the backside. It was a perfect, well designed, just didn't work out for him that time.
That was their first turnover tonight from Kenton Ridge.
So no big surprise. Once again, Kenton Ridge, the athletic team with long arms and in size, is going to come out in the full court. Now this is not a full court press. It's more of a full court defense. And there's the trap. And they got right out of it just that quickly.
Avery almost stole it. These guys are quick too. Kenton Ridge, this is probably the tallest Kenton Ridge team I've seen in a long time. There's a nice inside shot and a rebound again by Eberhardt. Eberhardt leads the region here with rebounding. Look at this play here. Oh, what a nice play. Man, they're looking pretty smooth tonight here, Randall.
Absolutely. And again, number 10, Chris Lyle, being the recipient of a wonderful look. Great play by Eberhardt. Not only got the rebound, drove the floor, made the dish.
There's a turnover. Turnovers are even, one apiece.
It looks like Julia's gotten into the game already.
Yeah.
She's handling the loose ball here.
Yeah, Lyle's going to inbound that to Divert, and he'll scoot up the court with it.
So Shawnee also coming out in a man defense here. I like the idea of them sinking into a zone if they get burned down on that baseline one more time.
Well, the thing is that you give, right there I was going to say, you open up Eberhardt really easily. Lyle from the outside for three and just drains it. And they are just about perfect for every shot they've made tonight.
Just like that. 7-0 replay. Look at that. Just perfectly set up. Shawnee found themselves confused on defense. They tried to switch. They ended up with an open man. Say, what do you say, Gary? It's our first time out. How about let's take a look at our student athlete of the week?
Our student athlete of the week, and I'll tell you what, she is just, I saw her play basketball. I've seen her play volleyball. And Michaela Morris is our student athlete. She has a 3.3 GPA. She just scored her 2,000th point, folks. And she broke the state record for rebounding. Quite a performance.
And a fine young lady, and ready to head to Quinnipiac University to study sports psychology. She is on a full ride, and when she's done, she'd like to go play some basketball in Europe, but wouldn't turn them down if the WNBA came calling.
Oh, wow.
Hey, we want to remind you, don't forget to go to Local TV for Me Facebook page. Whoa.
Yeah, just
Go to the Facebook page for Local TV for Me. We'll have more information on Michaela. You can make sure and like and share her information. Let's get her all the accolades we can get her.
A little foul there. Dybert tried to pull back, but ended up getting kind of gave him kind of a piggyback ride.
And so that might be Shawnee's saving grace on this full court defense.
Look at this rebounding. They got like 3 offensive rebounds. And they put it up and make that count that time.
That's where Hayden's got to make his money. He's got to be down in the paint, working hard, getting rebounds. He's not so tall, but he is certainly wide. Big, wide shoulders, makes a lot of space down there. Excellent play.
Nice play by Collins up off the glass. And like we said, no dribbling, just put it right up and off.
Nice and soft touch on the glass. Now I'd like to see Shawnee go hard at the basket, even though things are not in their favor. If they could get a couple fouls up on the board, especially here in the first quarter, they might talk Kenton Ridge into getting out of that full court defense.
And there's a nice drive and rebound by Lyle.
Exactly what I wanted to see him to do. All I wanted to see him to do was finish.
And it's going to make it tough with that defense and those big guys. That's like going through the sequoias.
But you know what? He had space. He did exactly what nice crossover right at the top. He had space. That's a finishable shot.
Eberhardt's going to be fouled.
So obviously Kenton Ridge has come out with a lot of fire. These guys are ready to play. You see the guys playing low, a lot of scoring down on that baseline. But it's only 9-2. Shawnee, plenty of time to get back into the ball game. And then of course with the free throw, 10-2.
I missed that one.
So 1 for 2 from the line for Eberhardt. Brings the score to 10-2. Hayden may not be your best choice for ball handler, but I understand the desire to get the ball into his hands. Not to mention, when he's out on the perimeter, he draws defense from Eberhardt, takes their biggest rebounder away from the basket. That's not a bad thing.
That's a nice shot. That's a bad, tough angle, and he just hit it beautifully.
Number 20, Drew Mitch, with the jumper on the baseline, looked about a 12-footer. Brings the score to 10-4 in favor of the Cougars.
I like what Kenton Ridge is doing right now, just kind of taking their time, getting their rhythm, keeping it, and that really has to put the Shawnee Braves on their toes. Diver drives up, a little short.
Well, you know, they proved that if they gave Shawnee enough of a chance, they would get caught in those switches and make an open man. Shawnee looks like they maybe have learned their lesson, tightened up their defense. So 2:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Eberhardt with the drive.
Oh, almost threw up a prayer there.
It's one of those Sports Center plays. You make it, you're on Sports Center. You don't, you go play defense, right?
And he does that pretty darn well. Right here, he's in a nice area. He's going to take an outside three for in and out. Dybert gets that rebound. So far, the Kenton Ridge Cougars have 8 rebounds so far in this game.
And a well set up play. It was a good look. That ball's going to fall. He's going to get that shot again tonight. That ball's going to fall.
Oh, look at that.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, Sports Center play. Thank you very much.
Watch this. This is just, that was a really well-timed play, and it went from Lyle to the big guy.
Eberhardt.
Yep.
Exciting to watch what happens the remainder of his high school career.
There's that tight defense, gives a nice shot there by Hayden.
Hayden, a really nice look from out on the wing.
And that's where he needs to go. Driving down that lane or trying to drive to that hoop's going to be tough to do.
Well, this is the place for the scorer, the team scorer, inside out. You got to go inside enough that they got to respect it. You got to shoot outside enough that they got to respect it. And how do you not respect strong play just like that 24 Eberhardt, the hoop and the harm?
Yep, and he's going to the line, and here's this. Watch this.
Oh, here it is.
Just up, fouled, and he goes to the line. Says, "We'll take that." And for a big guy, for Eberhardt, he's shooting free throws 67, almost 68%, and that's pretty good for a big guy. And they're going to need it down the road there because we're going to get to see the Kenton Ridge Cougars on Tuesday night in the tournament down at Springfield High School.
Yes, and we've announced our tournament coverage. We're going to have more information on that later in the broadcast.
And right now they're 1 for 3 from the free throw line. And
there you go.
He gets mauled, and it's going to be a foul. I think it's going to be on Knapp. Here it is. Yeah, you can see him just
I'm not sure who the foul was called on. I missed the official call on the other side. But again, I love this for Shawnee. Driving up. Here it is.
I think it's going to be on.
Maybe called it on 4.
Nap. And that one's up and good.
Drive enough that you can get to the line, get some fouls. Again, if you can get Kenton Ridge with a couple of kids in foul trouble, especially key kids, maybe you can talk them out of that full court defense.
That's what you do. You go to the line and make both free throws, and you're getting closer to the back of the game, only down 6.
That's captain play. Go to the line, make the 2, especially when the team needs you the most. Now this is interesting. They pulled Hayden off of Eberhardt. Eberhardt is now being guarded by Isaac Seaman.
Yeah. Oh, it's a long
shots make long rebounds, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, Shawnee's back on offense.
And Brandon Collins in the game here for the Kenton Ridge Cougars. He is one of the seniors introduced earlier tonight. Oh, wide open. Missed it.
Boy, that's some tough defense down there. So 25 seconds left in the quarter. Eberhardt with the ball up top. Let's see what Kenton Ridge comes up with. Looks like they're setting up for one final shot of the quarter. Spriggs barking some directions. Looks like Dybert's going to figure this out.
No.
Boy, what a nice take. What a nice take by Dybert.
And that's going to do it.
Long heave. No go for Shawnee. So, folks, the end of the first quarter. Kenton Ridge up 16-8. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this on the local TV for me television network.
Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons has a 30-year history of serving the ophthalmic needs of the Miami Valley. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons specialize in meeting the medical and surgical eye care needs of the entire family. Dr. Larry Fish, Dr. Gary Lau, and Dr. Scott Stork are committed to providing our patients the best medical care with a personal touch. Schedule your appointment today in Springfield, Urbana, London, or Beaver Creek, because seeing is believing.
Welcome back, second quarter action on the local TV for me network. Kenton Ridge leading Shawnee 16-8. Gary, what was your impression of that first quarter?
Well, I just think that the Kenton Ridge Cougars played flawlessly. They only had one turnover, and that was about the only thing I could see that they did wrong.
And
they just, their defense was just smothering, and that's what we talked about in our pregame. Is that's what they have to do, and make Shawnee shoot outside. Shawnee is just outsized right now. They got to start shooting more outside because they're not going to get down that lane because they get double teamed just like that along the baseline. Now here comes DJ, puts up a nice shot. He's the only one scoring here so far for Shawnee. The other guys got to get involved.
But I like that Shawnee is staying in their offense. They're creating good shots. Yes, it's a 6-point lead, but a lot of good shots. A couple of balls rimmed out. This could be a tie ball game easily here early in the second quarter.
Well, they usually are when it comes down to the fourth quarter of Shawnee, and there's a turnover number 2 for Shawnee. Last year, as you recall, we had this same game here, and it was a three-pointer was made by Roach from the outside, and that won the game in the last 0.5 of a second. And that was a pretty good game. That was not, I think it was last year that we saw that game here.
And of course, when Kenton Ridge plays Shawnee, throw the records out. The standings don't matter. Right. All that matters is it's the team up north, as they like to call them down at Shawnee.
That's right.
Against Shawnee, Kenton Ridge, it's always going to be a great ball game.
Yeah, and also what's really kind of neat is Spriggs and McGuire played together there at Wittenberg. So, they're good friends and know each other.
Now that would be a great pickup game. You and me against Spriggs and McGuire?
And no, it wouldn't.
No.
with Lee Riley officiating.
With Lee, well, maybe there, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there. So Shawnee back on offense. Kenton Ridge once again hanging around in that man defense. Nice cutter.
Just can't get those easy
Boy,
shots.
I'll tell you, if Shawnee could get that ball to fall, this would be a whole new ball game. I feel like they're going to get that figured out before long.
Well, they're shooting right now 3 for 8, so 4 of those could have been real nice to get this close. There's another really good shot shooting up there by Knapp.
Great position. You know, rebounding is about attitude, and that's exactly what he did. He made great position, got the rebound, easy putback, and the beneficiary, Brandon Knapp, 2 points. Kenton Ridge up 18-10.
And DJ, that's out of bounds. Yep, turnover. One thing you got to look at here too is that Kenton Ridge is 7 for 9 for field goals.
That's uncanny.
And,
it's amazing.
And 1 for 3 for free throws. That's something they want to work on tonight because this is it until Tuesday night for them.
And of course, as Gary's talking about, we're talking about playoff coverage. The playoffs start in just a few days. We've got our playoff coverage announcement coming up soon. Hopefully by halftime, maybe we'll get to that. And a turnover. Turns the ball back over, and Shawnee is on offense.
Turnover number 2 for the Cougars with 5:42 left to go in the first half. Man, this game has gone fast.
I love how the clock keeps running because the play keeps happening. Good, clean, solid play. Well defended, very aggressive on offense. I love it.
Now that was a nice layup. That's how you do it. You don't put the ball on the court like we said so much, and that's Seaman making a nice layup. So then now they are 4 for 9 for field goals.
And Kenton Ridge up 18-12, but they are shooting out of their minds. I'm telling you, Shawnee gets a few of these shots to fall. This is going to be quite a ball game.
Blaine Dotson out there for Kenton Ridge right now. Falling down there, and he was getting taped up earlier tonight, and that's Colin Perkins. And I kind of hope there's a foul over the back by Dotson. He's going to be called on that, but kind of stretching it out right now is Colin Perkins.
This is a nice take. Good ball fake. Nice to the basket. I'm telling you, he's going to put that ball in the basket. We're going to be shooting an and one before long. If he keeps going hard to the basket, I like it a lot.
They're perfect from the free throw line. There's something to look forward to as you head into that tournament.
It's amazing, isn't it? You can coach, make up plays, everything you want to do, but at the end of the day, you win the game with defense and free throws.
Real nice shot. Real calm at the free throw line, not really realizing what the score is, and look what it is now. 4-point difference.
You know, we saw Shawnee playing up at Urbana, and they just were not in sync. You could tell that they were maybe in the midst of a string of bad health or
weather.
Was a
break. They missed time in the gym because of the ice and schools being closed. And
I'll tell you, McGuire's got this team ready to play tonight. They went down early. It was a big score early. They didn't get rattled. They stayed in their game plan. Got the old clipboard out. Thank you very much. Drew up a couple of plays, and the next thing you know, we're 4 points down with 4:17 left here in the second quarter.
Turnover. Nope, and they get it right back for a layup. Can they do it? Almost.
Boy, I really would love seeing him go hard to the basket and just finish.
Finish and draw a foul.
Absolutely, it's going to be one or the other.
A little more, oh boy. There's a breakaway. Seaman? Nope. Dybert.
Dybert with the foul, and Seaman with the drive. Well contested play.
Spriggs not really liking this call, but
you know, I think you could have gone. I think you could have gone no call on that. But I think he's maybe more upset from the other end of the court. It looks like Eberhardt's feet got tangled up, and maybe could have had a call down there.
There's Dybert with a rebound after that three-point attempt.
Boy, what an athletic young man. and really nice. What a really nice and athletic young man.
He comes from a nice family. Mom and dad are real good people, and a very humble kid for the type of athlete that he is, you know. Kenton Ridge gets that ball. That looked close. It looked like they might have touched it.
So, Gary, I want to tell you, that was the very best no play you may ever see. All he did was saw the angle. He cut his player off, didn't touch the ball. If he reach out for it, he touches it, goes out of bounds, Shawnee ball.
It was heads up.
So
that's coaching too. From
smart.
Coach Spriggs.
Smart. Right on the ball game. I love it.
It's probably gone the other way a couple times. He heard about it in the locker room.
Experience is the best teacher, right?
There's Everhart. No, he's getting cold underneath there.
You know, you kind of felt like it might be coming.
Oh, nice work by. Oh, there's a charge. Whoa.
He's going to call a blocking foul.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm not sure, Gary.
I called it before. I said a charge.
Obviously, he's got a better angle than. You know what? I think he might be right. Now that I look at it again in the replay.
If his feet weren't set, let's see here. Let's see if he gets set.
He's still
he's moving into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Great call, official. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's McCulloch and Solomon and Smith.
So we've got a timeout, Gary. How about the Shoot for Loot preview? Because we've got that coming up at halftime.
Shoot for Loot is just a great thing because Security National Bank does such a great job with their sponsorship. And for the Cougars, Michaela Morris will be shooting, and Perry Furness, who shot up at Urbana, I guess, when we saw them play with Shawnee play. Yeah.
She went for the $250 shot.
Yeah, it was close.
She rimmed it out, but she's been practicing. No, she's a great basketball player. I feel like she's going to do a great job here. Now, Michaela, a little better known for rebounding, just broke the rebounding record.
But we don't have that in the Shoot for Loot.
There's no rebounding in the Shoot for Loot. Now, maybe this rebounding for Loot, but I'm really excited because she can shoot the ball. She's made 5 threes this year. And, of course, that Kenton Ridge basketball team well into the tournaments, and they look great. I think 3 total losses on the year, so I think this is a team to watch, maybe playing all the way to Columbus.
3 minutes left to go here until that Shoot for the Loot.
And just like we talked about, Gary, 18-16. Kenton Ridge taking the lead, but Shawnee's at the line. Let's see what we can do here.
There's a nice day. They're 5 for 5. I mean, you can't beat that.
1-point ball game, 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
Eberhard's fouled there. And I think picking on this foul is going to be Lyons. Yep, Lyons. You can watch it right here on your screen. Bounces right there, just across his left hand.
Just reached in, just reached in. When you get in that position, you got 2 choices. Let him shoot or foul him.
We said 67%. Eberhard missed his first one. Last time it was at the line. Now they got it. Now they're 2 for 4. They're 50%. Collins back in after that little tweak on his ankle. Eberhard misses that one, almost rebounded by Collins.
Boy, I think Shawnee's just working harder down under the basket. That's been the real difference since the score has
look
changed.
At this. Avery's going to steal it for a layup.
And a great, strong finish. Nice job, Avery.
You got to take advantage of that. Those are the ones you do. Here's the turnover. You do not want to miss. Oh, nice drive.
Boy, what a take. What a take for Seaman. Boy, that was a nice finish.
He's a good ball player. He's got a couple good layups tonight. Eberhard. Oh, for a big guy to move that quickly, that's pretty impressive, Ramble.
And I was impressed that Spriggs had the foresight to push him out to the wing. Last year, he played pretty much exclusively under the basket, playing on the big blocks. He pushed him out to the wings. They let him handle the ball, and he's paying them off in spades with that great ball handling and driving and scoring.
Oh, there's a turnover right there. Almost took our Bruce, our cameraman, out on that one.
Well, I'll tell you, if that ball had come to Bruce Hemphill, he'd have been able to handle it. Because that guy, he is a sports aficionado. He probably would have just taken it and drove to the basket and dunked.
We got some great camera work going on tonight with Nathan.
And every night. Love these
Sophia
guys.
and Bruce. And, of course, Cody driving the truck.
Hey, and let's welcome Brendan Rice, who's down helping with
Oh,
graphics.
look at that long three. My goodness. Eberhardt. They're 2 for 3.
What a telltale sign for his game. Drives the basket, scores under the hoop, and then spots up from outside and hits the three. That's a quality ball player right there.
Oh, he's really developed into a good basketball player. And I think what probably helped him a lot was he lost a little bit of weight, and that really made him quick and a lot more efficient. Nice layup, shooting across there is Fultz. Nice layup.
You send those cutters through the line, and amazing size doesn't really matter.
Under a minute as DJ comes down the court. Eberhardt. Avery's going to get called. Leaves us with 50 minutes left to go in the first half.
And just exactly what we've been talking about. Stay aggressive. Go to the basket. If you don't get the hoop, there's a very good chance you're going to get the foul. Get to the line, catch your breath. Hopefully you can get some players on the other team in a little bit of foul trouble. Hayden doing exactly what captains do. Step to the line, puts a free throw in. That's what you got to do. Team's counting on you, and it's a good thing they can count on you.
6 for 6. And Kentridge will be well advised to run this one out.
Well, 26 to 23. It's a 3-point lead.
Yep.
It'd be nice to get a final shot, but you know what? Good shots are hard to get.
Well, unless you're Eberhardt.
Unless you're Eberhardt. He's really taking advantage of that size differential against Lions. Of course, Eberhardt not making a play, but making a play, because just with that size, he influenced the shot, made him rethink and double pump. Fortunate for Shawnee, it was out of bounds. Let's see what their inbound play looks like.
That was tipped. It's going to be, taken by Dybert.
It's a good save. Oh, it's showtime.
Oh, Eberhardt. Oh, my goodness. That was fun to watch.
What a way to end the quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, first half comes to an end, 30 to 23 in favor of Kenton Ridge. We're going to be back with the Shoot for Loot here in just a few minutes, and then we'll follow that up with more great basketball on the local TV for Me television network.
contest have chosen a shooter to attempt a shot from one of 3 designated spots on the court. Just for participating, each school's athletic department will receive $50 from Security National Bank, but if they are successful, their school's athletic department will receive a donation of $100, $250, or $500. Please welcome from Security National Bank, Mr. Pat Rastetter and his son. Give them away, folks. Our first contestant from the Shawnee High School girls basketball team is Perry Furness. Perry, where are you shooting from? Let's see where she's going. She's going back for the big center court. $500 shot. Let's give her a cheer, guys. Almost. Mr. Rastetter was reaching for his wallet. Now, representing your Kenridge Lady Cougars, give it up for Michaela Morris. Michaela is going from the center court for $500. Good luck, Michaela. Oh, very close. Thank you, ladies, and thanks for participating. If you want more information on the Shoot for Loot, log on to www.localtvforme.com.